Hello, my lovelies. It is. What day is today? Oh my gosh, I'm just having a blonde moment here. It is Thursday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh. Anyway, brain fart there. Too much sugar and overindulgence so far in the last couple of days. So it is December 24th, 2020. The current temperature here today in Halifax is 7 degrees Celsius, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. We are on our way to the grandparents' house. So I figured it's a nice little walk. We are just walking along Cunard Street. Over here is the Halifax Commons. That white area is the Imara Oval. Normally it would be open and filled with skaters, but they are postponing the opening until January 4th, and then they will be doing a limited amount of skaters on the ice with the COVID restrictions. It's been a couple of days since I've filmed. Just a little hectic and busy at work. So I'm off today for the next few days. So hopefully I can get some stuff out. Some content for you lovely people. I realized the other night when I was at work, I don't have like a catchphrase, what to call people. Some people say, hey guys, or what's up guys, or whatever, and I'm still trying to figure that part out. So I think as it stands right now, you guys are all my lovelies. Some of the apartments that are surrounding the Halifax Commons. Been doing a lot of brainstorming the past few days too, not just thinking of intros and when I sign off, but I'm also thinking about maybe putting together an opening title sequence or something. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. And I mean by title sequence, I'm not going to be like going on like, it'd be like 5-10 seconds, but I'm thinking about doing something like that. So we're coming up to Roby Street. Just realized my horizon line is a little wonky. Whoops, there we go. So Roby Street is one of the main arteries in the city. It travels north to south, and we're probably in the middle. I'm just about to get the green light. There we go. So if we go look that way, that's north. And then we have going southbound towards the hospitals and downtown. I'm hoping that because I have the next couple of days off from work for Christmas, obviously nothing will be filmed tomorrow because it's Christmas Day and spending it with family. Not saying that you guys aren't my family, because you're like my new family, but you spend time with your family and, you know, have fun with them instead of watching YouTube. But just for this one day. Well, that's pretty funky. Isn't that neat? I'm not... It's like a jester, bat, griffin, whatever it is. So the walk we're going to be taking today is going to be more on a residential side for Halifax. But we are following the roads that the commuters use. So there's not going to be that many businesses, commercial areas that we're going to be going past. It is a touch on the breezy side. I had to put my wind muffs onto this cell phone case. I am using a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. And I had to put the windscreens on my girly cell phone case because the other one I thought was in my backpack, which already has them permanently glued on, is home. So we're coming up to Windsor Street. This is the weirdest intersection because it's confusing, because technically you are going straight even though you're veering off to the right. We're just gonna walk Windsor Street to the crosswalk, and then we're gonna be following Chebucto Rd. We're gonna be going in a westward direction. So I got a walk sign. That car should not be coming. Halifax drivers, I swear, they get their driver's licenses out of the bottom of the cereal box. So now we are walking down onto Chebucto Rd. Chebucto is the Mi'kmaq name for Halifax. I am probably I'm saying it in the anglicized way instead of in the indigenous language. Now this building here is the Maritime Conservatory of Music. It's their school. For the longest time it was Chebucto Rd School, and it was a makeshift morgue for the Halifax explosion back in 1917. Now, beside that is Nova Scotia's first mosque. We do have a rather large Muslim community here. So, like everybody else, they needed a place to worship. So there's one built. This is a very large building. Now, at the time when it was built, I do believe that it housed from kindergarten probably up to senior, grade 12. Then back in the 1940s, I'll bring this back to normal. They built St. Patrick's High School on Quinpool Road, which is now no longer. And about 2 blocks away was Queen Elizabeth II High School, which is no longer because about 12 years ago, Citadel High was built in their place to replace the 2 aging schools. So as they amalgamated it into one school, they have a new mascot, which is a phoenix. I have a theory with Citadel High because their school colors are maroon and gold, and their logo is a phoenix. And I do believe that they are House Gryffindor. It's my theory. And that's Dumbledore's phoenix. I can't think of his name right at the moment. Oh my gosh. Bad Harry Potter girl. But I think whoever was thinking of the school colors and the mascot came up with that. They must have been reading Harry Potter. That's a theory, though. So, this is probably a typical streetscape for probably the central and west end of the city. These are probably the first quarter of the 20th century. A lot of these houses were built in the 20s and 30s. Some cute little cottage style homes. So it doesn't look like Halifax is having a white Christmas after all. I'm pouting. I'm a winter baby. I love snow. Love snow at Christmas. But it is not in the cards for us. But at least it's not raining. I don't like wet Christmases. Unless there's a lot of wine. just passing the playground to the Oxford School. It's what we call a P9 school here in the city. It goes from grade primary to grade 9. So we're going to come up to a little convergence of 3 streets. The street that's going to be crossing us is Oxford Street. That's another crosstown thoroughfare, mostly for transit. It's a residential street. It goes from the north end on Bayers Road all the way down to the south end to South Street. A little parkette here. Now, this building off here that I'm pointing straight at used to be a convent for, I believe, St. Teresa's. It's been converted into apartments, and right now a developer was trying to do what we call down here renovictions. We're going to evict you, renovate, and if you want to move back in, we're going to charge you 3 times the amount of the rent. But they didn't go through proper channels with the tenancy board, and wasn't on, like, they didn't go through what you're supposed to do, like the legalities. For some reason, the city effed up, gave them a demolition permit, and a couple of the tenants, mainly one, he was contesting it. He just happened to be out doing errands when the demolition crew started at his apartment. Suspicious. And police were involved. It has been stopped. And now the developer is facing some fines and charges in court time. So it's been a little bit of a legal battle here in the news. But to do that to somebody that's still living in there, they also deliberately flooded out his apartment by causing the pipes in the walls around his unit to leak, and it flooded into his apartment. So, dirty real estate. So, we just crossed where North Street ended and kind of merged into Chebucto Rd. Another low-rise apartment building is going up. It's only 5 stories. It's going to be mixed. The first level is going to be retail and commercial space, and the top 4 floors are either going to be apartments or condos. They don't usually go into residential areas with more than 5 stories. City bylaws. But that lot has been vacant for about 7 years. It used to be a gas station, so I think they usually let it sit and wait until the land isn't probably contaminated by oil and gas from the service station. Now for Christmas Eve, surprisingly, there's a lot of traffic than I thought there would be. A lot more. It's the remnants of the snow we had last week. We had snow on Thursday, probably about 15 to 20 centimeters. But by Monday it was rained out. Men on shopping with shopping bags on Christmas Eve. Those are the last minute shoppers that retailers love. And I do believe the shopping malls here in the city are open till 5 o'clock today or 4. So they count on that. So after they close, that's when the gas stations, that's when they rely on the men coming in to get last minute gifts. It does happen. I worked in a gas station as a teenager and I had to work Christmas Eve one year and that happened. So basically the route that we're taking today, it does have a lot of the roads that lead in and out of Halifax. Now, if you've ever looked at a map of Halifax, you'll know that we are on a peninsula and there's not that many ways to get off of it. So everything usually just cuts funneled within about 5 or 6 roads. So we're on one of them. And we're coming up to Connaught Avenue at these set of lights and going northbound, which is to the right, will lead you out to the highway as well to take you out of the city. Going southbound on Connaught Avenue is, can't really see, but there are some older homes and they do get more grand as you go. And being the bad hostess that I have been, and kind of disappointed this year for Christmas, for the lights in the city, there's only about a handful of homes that are right in a row on Connaught Avenue that are completely decked out. I mean decked out. Like there's like Santa's sleigh is up on the roof with the reindeer flying off, like they're literally suspended. There's an inflatable movie screen playing Charlie Brown Christmas. And the lights. Now, the two doctors, I think they're brothers, that live next to each other in their large homes, donate any donations to Feed Nova Scotia, which is the food bank, or to the Salvation Army. Okay, I'm trying to get the sun glare out of my eyes. So this is a big boulevard with the grass median in the middle. Okay, walk sign. I try not to talk too much as I cross the street. There is a ballpark across the way there. It has an off-leash area too for the dogs. Now, instead of following the sidewalk, we're going to cut through the Merv Sullivan Park. Just because there's trees and there's shade. And this is the part of what we call the Westmount neighborhood here in Halifax. Look at this. I am like maybe 500 feet from the street and it just got quiet. I like it. I like it a lot. Doing something to that house. But yeah, see? Got some trees. There's the traffic over there. But it got suddenly quiet. This whole area is interconnected by little walkways that go in between the roads. Now when you're driving on Chebucto, it always looks like that the houses were built backwards, but it's like some people just have their backyards to look like the front of the homes. So they look out at the park. And another interesting fact about this neighborhood is that this used to be the site of the Halifax airport. Now, it was an airport up until the mid-60s when they relocated the airport about 25 kilometers northeast of the city. But all this was the airport. Yeah, you can see the little pathways in between neighborhoods. They do have a monument of an airplane. Commemorating that this area was an airport. So we're on a little bit of a slope. So that's how far the road is from where we were. And it's at least 50 times quieter than it was when we were walking along the road. A lot of these homes are lit up for Christmas. But it is mid-afternoon and the sun is pretty low in the horizon right now. I would say it's about 3 o'clock-ish. So yeah, if you look at the homes, it looks like the front yards, when in actual fact that these are the backyards. Little Christmas decoration peeking up. Oh, let's see if I can zoom in. It's Snoopy. It's Snoopy, probably chasing after the Red Baron on Christmas Eve, you know. We all know that Christmas song, don't we? I grew up with it. I just can't think offhand who sang it. But if you know that, drop it in the comments and let me know. Hopefully I have this uploaded between Christmas Day and Boxing Day here in Canada, or the 26th everywhere else. So I hope Santa was good to you and that you all have turkey bellies and turkey comas, or if turkey's not your thing, that you had a lovely Christmas dinner with your family. My Christmas dinner is going to be a nice prime rib with gravy, mashed potatoes, and homemade Yorkshire pudding. Oh, Bevy's spoiled this year. So we're coming up towards the end of this little walkway, this little parkette here. And we'll be coming up to the intersection of Chebucto Rd and Mumford Rd. We're still going to be continuing west. If I looked cute in a ball hat, I would so wear a ball hat because I got the sun right in my eyes. So I can't see my view screen because I'm being blinded. So hopefully my horizon line is okay. So yeah. Oh, okay. It's not so bad. Now that I got a tree blocking the sun. As you'll see there, it says Westmount welcomes you. You'll see the airplane. So we're going to be heading down Chebucto until we get to what we call the Armdale Rotary, which is not that far off from Horseshoe Park, which I featured in a previous walking video. I'm going to go past St. Agnes Catholic Church. Now for Christmas Eve, I'm not sure. I think they're doing one socially distant. I think the maximum would be 50 people in the church. If they do go, masks are required. Okay, so we are crossing this is also another little bit of a busy intersection, and it is on a hill. But we're going down the hill because, hey, we've already gone over this. I don't like hills. Don't like going up them. But hey, I'm getting better. My arthritis, hasn't acted up since last weekend. Oh, the joys of getting older. Stay young and beautiful, people. Stay young and beautiful. I know when I hit 40, it just seemed like the day after my birthday. You know when you buy a car and everything is under warranty, then the very next day after the warranty expires, it all goes to pot? That's what happened the day after my 40th birthday. Yeah. Arthritis kicked in, high blood pressure. So a few years ago, they expanded Chebucto Rd by adding a third lane for the commuters. So a lot of these homes lost some frontage off their front yards, caused a lot of protesting, but it was for progress and just trying so the street doesn't get backed up a whole lot. There was a few houses that did actually get moved back. Like literally they lifted them up, redug a new foundation, filled in the old, set the house down. sun is glaring. Sorry, I'm not like showing off to my left because that's the sunshine. And I got an itchy nose. Somebody's thinking about me. And it better be damn good thoughts. That's all I gotta say. So the building that we're walking past is the former Hudson's Bay department store, which when it closed in Halifax, because we had two locations, Halifax and in Dartmouth. Oh, the sun is being blocked. This became the new home of the CBC. So this is CBC's headquarters here for Halifax, for Nova Scotia, and probably for CBC Maritimes. Also in the, these are the studios too, where if you watch This Hour Has 22 Minutes, that is filmed here. At one time, the Rick Mercer show, before he left the Atlantic area and went to Toronto, he used to film his show here. But this also used to be, prior to the Hudson's Bay and the CBC, used to be the old location for the Simpsons building, the Simpsons department store. My apologies, I have the sun. After this tree is going to be shooting at us. She's making a left-hand turn on such a busy street. Not wise. So now we're going to be heading under a train trestle, but I'm going to show you what we just walked down. So that's the hill. That's our shadows. Kiddo's with me, obviously, because we're going to his grandmother's house for Christmas Eve dinner and just to hang out, watch Christmas movies. You know, fun family stuff. Tonight we're having KFC and Chinese food. There is going to be company as well. Two of the neighbors are coming to visit. So we're still keeping everything within legal parameters for the restrictions of how many people are allowed to gather. Right now, currently, it's to 10 people. We're lucky we're going to have 7 at the most. Okay. Nova Scotia Power Substation for Armdale. Back when they were redoing the waterfront with their headquarters and their head office, they had that substation completely shut down for almost 2 years, but nobody knew because all the power was being diverted to this substation, and that's what was powering the city of Halifax. So this is Halifax's nightmare. It's called the Armdale Rotary. I said that funny, didn't I? Rotary. Sometimes my accent comes through. If I have an accent, I don't think I do, but I've been told that I do. Tell me. But yeah, this is a nightmare. I don't like crossing it. Thank goodness I don't really have to. But this rotary, all the little different arms can either take you where we're heading towards Joseph Howe Drive. That will take us out to the 102 Provincial Highway that leads out of the city. St. Margaret's Bay Road will take you down to the 103 Provincial Highway to the South Shore, Peggy's Cove, all the way down to Yarmouth. Then you have over here, that leads out to Herring Cove Road, Spryfield, Purcell's Cove. There's the bus. And over here, let's zoom in. That is the Northwest Arm. And it's getting close to rush hour on a Christmas Eve, so yeah, people want to get home early, get out of work early, and spend time with family and friends. So what we're doing, we're heading now. Okay, the sidewalk's gonna end, so we're gonna have to cut through the Scotiabank parking lot. I gotta adjust this again. Okay, boop-a-doo. Hopefully this guy in his Dodge sees us. Oh yeah, and this is the most confusing non-pedestrian friendly part of the city. Building here is the headquarters for, like, it's the offices for IMP. Majority of their operations are obviously at the Halifax airport. I hear car horns behind us, so that means impatient drivers. There's the Manulife building. In front of the Manulife building, it kind of looks like it's all connected, but it's actually two separate glass towers, is the Chronicle Herald newspaper. Now when we walked, I think I walked down Argyle Street one day, and I said the building we went past was owned by the Chronicle Herald. That's where they print the newspapers. This is where the news happens. I'm going to be ending this soon because we are very close to our destination. So I want to thank you, my lovelies, for watching this. And I hope you had a great holiday. So please, leave me a comment down below. Even if you're just saying hi. I like it when people say hi to me. And hit that like. Hit the subscribe. Get the little bell notification so you know when I do upload. I'm not a daily uploader. Obviously, I work and I have a full-time job, so I try to get out when I can and when the weather's great. I don't like being in the rain. So I'm going to end this here, and I will catch you on my next video. Have a great holiday. Bye.